Welcome to QuickByte's Education. Today's QuickByte is all about mobile device privacy hardware for the CompTIA A+ certification, explained simply, quickly, and clearly. Let's get started. Your phone, tablet, or laptop holds a lot of personal information. Photos, messages, passwords, banking apps, work files, location history, and private conversations can all live on one small device. So here's the big question. How do mobile devices help protect your privacy? For CompTIA A+, you need to understand that privacy is not just about passwords and software settings. Some privacy protection is built directly into the hardware. Today, we're breaking down mobile device privacy hardware in plain English. What is mobile device privacy hardware? Mobile device privacy hardware refers to physical features built into a device that help protect personal data, limit unauthorized access, or reduce unwanted tracking and recording. This can include fingerprint readers, facial recognition sensors, camera covers, microphone controls, privacy screens, GPS hardware, NFC chips, and secure storage areas inside the device. The goal is simple: protect the user's information and help prevent unauthorized access. In real-world IT support, you may need to help users understand these features, troubleshoot them, or explain why they matter. Let's start with biometric hardware. Biometrics use something unique about the user's body to verify identity. Common examples include fingerprint readers and facial recognition cameras. A fingerprint reader scans a user's fingerprint and compares it to saved fingerprint data. Facial recognition uses a front-facing camera or special sensor to identify the user's face. These features make unlocking a device faster and more convenient, but they also improve security because they are harder to guess than a simple password or PIN. For CompTIA A+, remember this: biometrics are used for authentication. Authentication means proving who you are. So when a phone unlocks with a fingerprint or face scan, the device is checking whether the user is authorized. Next, let's talk about camera privacy. Many mobile devices have front and rear cameras. Laptops often have webcams built into the display. From a privacy perspective, cameras can be a concern because they can capture images or video of the user and their surroundings. Some devices include a physical camera shutter or privacy cover. This is a small sliding cover that blocks the camera lens when it is not being used. That is a hardware-based privacy feature because it physically prevents the camera from seeing anything. Even if an app or attacker tries to access the camera, a closed camera cover blocks the view. For IT support, this is a simple but important privacy tool to recognize. Now let's look at microphones. Phones, tablets, and laptops usually have built-in microphones. Microphones are used for calls, voice assistants, video meetings, recordings, and accessibility features. But they can also create privacy concerns if an app has access when it should not. Some devices include hardware microphone mute switches or privacy buttons. Others use indicator lights to show when the microphone is active. A physical mute switch is helpful because it can disconnect or disable microphone input at the hardware level. That means the user has more control over when audio can be captured. For CompTIA A+, understand that microphones are input devices, and privacy controls help prevent unwanted audio recording. Next is the privacy screen. A privacy screen is a filter placed over a display to limit the viewing angle. When the user looks straight at the screen, the display is visible. But when someone looks from the side, the screen appears dark or difficult to read. This helps protect sensitive information in public places like airports, coffee shops, classrooms, offices, and shared workspaces. Privacy screens are especially useful for laptops and tablets used by business users or remote workers. For example, if someone is working on confidential documents in a public space, a privacy screen can help prevent shoulder surfing. Shoulder surfing means someone is trying to view private information by looking over your shoulder. Now, let's talk about NFC. NFC stands for Near Field Communication. It allows devices to communicate wirelessly over a very short distance. NFC is commonly used for mobile payments, badge access, device pairing, and contactless transactions. From a privacy and security perspective, NFC matters because it can transmit payment or identity-related information. That is why users should keep their devices locked, use secure payment apps, and disable NFC when it is not needed. For CompTIA A+, remember that NFC is short-range wireless communication, often used for tap-to-pay and access control. GPS and location hardware. Next is GPS hardware. GPS allows a device to determine its location. This is useful for maps, navigation, weather apps, delivery apps, fitness tracking, and finding a lost device. But GPS also creates privacy concerns because location data can reveal where a user lives, works, travels, or spends time. Mobile devices may use GPS, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and cellular signals to improve location accuracy. From an IT support perspective, users may ask how to turn location services on or off, limit app permissions, or stop apps from tracking location in the background. For CompTIA A+, the key idea is this: location hardware is useful, but it must be managed carefully to protect privacy. Secure element and TPM style hardware. Some mobile devices also include secure hardware for storing sensitive information. This may be called a secure element, secure enclave, trusted execution environment, or security chip, depending on the device. You do not need to memorize every brand name, but you should understand the purpose. This secure hardware helps protect sensitive data like encryption keys, biometric data, and payment information. For example, when you use a fingerprint to unlock a phone, the actual fingerprint data should not just be stored like a normal photo. Instead, it is protected in a secure area of the device. This helps prevent attackers or apps from easily accessing sensitive identity information. For CompTIA A+, connect this idea to device security, encryption, and authentication. Some mobile devices or laptops may also support external authentication hardware. This can include smart card readers, USB security keys, or NFC security keys. These tools are often used in business environments where stronger security is required. A smart card or security key can act as something the user has. This is important for multi-factor authentication. Multi-factor authentication means using more than one proof of identity. For example, something you know, like a password, something you have, like a security key, something you are, like a fingerprint. Privacy hardware helps support stronger authentication and protects access to sensitive systems. Another privacy feature to understand is hardware switches and indicators. Some devices include physical switches for wireless radios, cameras, or microphones. Some laptops have indicator lights that turn on when the webcam or microphone is active. These features help users know when sensors are being used. For IT support, this can be important during troubleshooting. If a user says, "My camera is not working," the issue may be that the physical privacy shutter is closed or the camera switch is turned off. If a user says, "My microphone is muted," there may be a hardware mute button enabled. Simple hardware checks can save a lot of troubleshooting time. Here's a quick real-world example. A user says, "My laptop camera is not working during video meetings." A beginner might immediately reinstall drivers or blame the app, but an IT support technician should check the simple things first. Is the camera privacy shutter closed? Is there a function key that disables the camera? Does the app have camera permission? Is the camera being used by another app? Is there an indicator light showing the camera is active? That is the CompTIA A+ troubleshooting mindset. Start with the obvious, check both hardware and software, and then move deeper if needed. Why this matters for CompTIA A+. So why does mobile device privacy hardware matter for CompTIA A+? Because IT support is not just about fixing broken devices. It is also about helping users work safely and securely. Mobile devices are used everywhere, at home, at school, at work, while traveling, and in public places. That means technicians need to understand how hardware features protect privacy and how to troubleshoot them when they do not work as expected. Privacy hardware connects directly to mobile devices, security, authentication, wireless communication, and real-world troubleshooting. So, quick recap. Mobile device privacy hardware includes physical features that help protect user data and control access. Biometric hardware, like fingerprint readers and facial recognition, helps authenticate users. Camera covers and microphone controls help prevent unwanted recording. Privacy screens help protect information from shoulder surfing. NFC supports short-range communication for payments and access control. GPS hardware provides location services, but must be managed carefully. Secure hardware protects sensitive data like encryption keys, biometric information, and payment details. And hardware switches or indicator lights can help users control and understand when sensors are active. And that's mobile device privacy hardware in simple terms. If you're studying for CompTIA A Core 1, remember that privacy is not only about software settings. Hardware plays a big role in protecting users, devices, and data. Keep learning, keep practicing, and keep building your tech confidence. Subscribe for more quick tech lessons from QuickByte's Education, where complex topics become simple, one quick bite at a time.